So much of information you start comparing. You start, what happens here? Compare, judge, criticize, interpret. So many things you learn. So you compare, oh, next day of marriage, you believe. Now after 1 year of marriage is there, you start comparing. Suppose you are saying you don't, nothing is wrong. If there is a change only, so now I know, right? Got it? So knowledge is always with a comparison, judgment, interpretation. But this is not. This is only analysis, but this is a deep analysis internal. This I cannot share, which is internal. Do you know how to make dosa? You know. Suppose if I ask same question in written one of the class, is there no same, right? They don't know. Noodles, you think you know. But do you think that noodles which you know is the real Chinese noodles? If you give Chinese noodles to Chinese fellow, they will ask you what is this. You imagine a Chinese fellow making dosa. Will they be able to make the dosa with the form the way you are making? Very difficult for them, right? The dish you have to make also. You think that you know, but really you don't. So how do you get this knowledge transformed? Lot of process. It takes long time. So knowledge keeps on increasing by adding what? Experience. I know swimming. Do you know swimming? Yeah, I swimming good, I swim. But is that good enough? When I say swimming, did I tell you what to swim? If I put you in center of the sea, what will happen? No, I am swimming, I know, right? So knowledge is always related. Oh, I know English, I can teach English. To whom? Will I be able to teach all the PhD students? So it depends on standard, right? So knowledge is also always whether I can put it in swimming pool or the. So my knowledge is also limited. Anybody please teach? Which knowledge? Gravity. Do you know gravity? Gravity is an English word or any English? Any English? Gravity is an English word.
It's an English word with the physics principles.
What is gravity in English? What is gravity? See, I am telling you that word, that person show physics students have seen the dictionary. I have interviewed a lot of people for engineering colleges courses, scientist job also. I ask basic question like this. What is gravity?
It's the force with which any planet attracts a body to us.
Planet and body only.
Planet, every object,
Every object, she is much better than.
every object in the universe attracts.
So I am an object, you are an object. If I attract you, does it become gravity? You understood? Ask question like this. Okay, if I attract you, you attract what level?
Attractions not possible.
Not possible.
Attractive forces
Attractive forces are difficult. Different. But gravity is my question. This is the
gravity is some force of
gravity is force of attraction. So people can get attracted. No? Is it not gravity? Because
This
this is
attraction is positive. English attraction.
This is attraction is also possible. I am a psychology, I am a person psychology. Most of the physics principles I use in psychology. I can prove all physics is natural laws. Natural laws are applicable to any being. Cell also obeys this. We have not thought about it. You have not thought. I have thought about it. And what is that? We say generally gravity, the next word will be Earth's gravity, right? So what does it say?
So it affects the body towards
Towards Earth.
towards the center.
So what will happen if I put
It will fall because of
it
the
will fall? Correct. How much time it will take to fall and what is that parameter which we give next?
maybe it's mass and distance.
Eh?
Mass and distance and distance depends on the mass.
So 9.8 meter per
Seconds.
Second per second. Correct.
Second into seconds.
Second per second.
Second per second is not. Second.
This much per second.
No, sir. Second into second.
second square.
Second square, sir. What you are
Second
taking second divided by second.
So what will happen if I put an item with a 9.8 meter height? How much time it will take to fall?
So what you are taking the bracket is correct.
So if I put 9.8 meter, it will fall. From 9.8 from the ground, if I go and put this, how much time it will take to fall?
1 second.
1 second. Suppose if I take double of this, what is double of this? 19.6. Double of this. From there, if I it will take 2 seconds less or
2 seconds. Totally 2 seconds.
no. You understand?
No, you are leaving to top means it's 2 seconds. If you are throwing it up, then 2 plus 2 seconds.
The first part will be 9.8 meter per second. It increases in this rate, therefore it is called acceleration. Acceleration, it improves, increases. Got it? If it is uniform, the word acceleration, this is not anything to do with gravity. This is called acceleration due to gravity. So I asked reason. Cause is what I asked, but what you are giving is effect. This is the effect of gravity. In every physics class, we don't teach cause, we teach effect. Why am I saying this is physics, right? Now I will relate that to educational technology. We are giving only the effect. If you study, you get marks. We are not looking at the cause. Everyone, our relationship also. If I come or do it, if I teach or do it, why should I believe it? Effect. This is the effect is the but cause. Did you understand this? That's why I wrote meter per second. The first will be 9.8. The rest will be acceleration. It should be less than 1 second. As it goes from top, as it comes, it increases. That is called acceleration. I keep saying an example. When students come to school, it is not accelerated, it is deceleration. They go home as the bell is ringing, acceleration. Because home is very, we all have that habit. You get to the bus stand, you keep walking, as you reach home, your speed increases. That's a human tendency. Acceleration is this. So acceleration due to gravity. Correct? But attraction is force. Correct? This is not, the unit is not for force. But people give answer immediately as force. Are you getting what I'm saying? So gravity is an English word. You look at every physics teacher, look at one chapter, take all the technical terms underlined, look at dictionary terms.
The first part also gets accelerated, sir. This vacuum room rest.
I am saying from here to here is average 1 second. Here it will be more plus, here it will become more. Average is 1 second.
So maybe we can take the average one second here also because when it nears to the
But when you take
its
double,
speed increases.
when double 9.86 meter, it will be less than 2 seconds.
F proportional to A.
Yeah,
The force of attraction is proportional to acceleration.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
The
the
whole effect,
definition of force.
the whole effect, even if you put one any item and check the speed, you have done these experiments. And when you can push anything, the whole rocketry system is based on how much force you can do, what is happening, the trajectory motions, how does it fall. A lot of things we have to realize. See, for example, I can talk about the satellite launching, but I don't tell which is south from here. One another just project for you is to put the sun before somewhere in the garden, create a circle and put a north, south, east, west. So that's everywhere, right? And for social science teachers also to learn geography a much better project of the ground can be. You put another round here, another bigger round, another bigger round, another bigger round. It could be on a wall also, right? Suppose you know this is south, not the sun. Generally, we put north of it because the board is like this. You said south is there, I am writing south. South is not on the top and north is not on the bottom, right? Correct. Can be anyway. So whichever. Suppose this is south.
East.
Yeah. This is east. Yeah. Whatever it is. So what I'm saying is, see, oh, you are in a. Correct. So your next campus is which side?
South.
South. So what you should do is you put your map here. Let's say your one campus is here, other campus is here. So neighboring value places. Then put Kanyakumari is here, Kashmir. Then put next country. Put the whole globe, north, east, south, west. Best way to do that. You should learn like this. So this can be a practical social class. You can have on a board and then give it to children of those different classes. Till they take what they. So what do we do? Our rocket is being drawn towards south. This is so it is towards south. So where it will go? From Bangalore, if I go, it will go to Madurai. Right? If I want to throw with a lot of force, I can throw it. But if I stay here and throw, less force I can reach on the top. That's why we always throw projectile, right? So what do I do? From here I throw south. It goes further. Not enough. More force. If I throw it will go to Kanyakumari. More force, it goes to Sri Lanka. Little more force, where it will go? It goes to equator. More force if I go, it goes outside equator. That means outside. That means once it goes outside, that what will happen? The gravity will not be pulling. It will allow to go outside the ground. That's. So what should I do then? My velocity should be more than this, so that escape. That's what escape is. But without more observation. For young children, I don't know which class. You have young children who learn magnet, north, south, pole, and all that. Which class? Yeah? You teach this class? Who teaches?
So with the standard started.
So you please welcome. I'll show you something. Another 2, 3. You want to? 2, 3. Now this is north. Your face is north. Back is south. Right? Now assume that you are one man. You put another man. What is that behind? What about somebody else? Come stand. Look at it. So if this is north, we will look at you. What will happen? No, either repel or instead of that, if there is a south pole, automatically he will get right. South and north attraction is not. Now this is south, this is north. Perfect, no problem. And here, This is north and this is south. You know, right? Now, what do I do for 8 children to be more interesting? I just take it here. What level is it? Yeah, understand. Is it not a big game for children? Have they not learned? Can you show me? I don't have magnet. When I was discussing, I was talking about magnet and doll and all. Magnet and doll not required, no. Are you not teaching a big concept to children? You know what they do? They go home and then tell their parents. That's it. So what I did was, I was telling basically, how do we teach magnetism to children, not so more about that?
Keep a small bowl in which put cement and put a doll there. The doll is Sita. The white ball so that it can rotate freely. Then when you put that cement, put a magnet inside, south north. Another doll, you paint one side Ravana and side Rama. You understood? When Sita comes close or Ravan comes close, Sita will turn. Correct? Rama comes automatically, Sita will turn down. Don't you think these children will start? Yo, what is it? Why is it happening? So you are putting a mythology and science together to convey a message.
Should we use cars with magnets in the car?
You have to be innovative, creative. So what are you doing now? Your mythology, knowledge, mixing with, that is experience. Sakshat Anubhavaya. You are feeling it. Na guru, no teacher taught me is not knowledge. No? Sakshat Anubhavaya na sruto. Heard cannot be knowledge. Na sruto, na guru darshitaha. Because just as my guru has seen doesn't become my knowledge. I have to feel, I have to experience. That is knowledge. So how do you convert your classrooms where children get knowledge? Where you are giving data, most of the people give data. No. Analysis becomes information. So how do you analyze the way I asked gravity? Acceleration, word is well known for children. But don't stop there. Deceleration also should be introduced. So how do you get this? Go to dictionary, look at antonyms and synonyms. I take a lot of such examples for children. We don't have commerce and all. When I take commerce, chemistry, property. What is the meaning of property when I ask? Commerce students immediately become students. So the property is the title which I hold. No. Do you know what is dharma meaning? It is supposed to be Vishwavidyapidam, traditional knowledge, dharma. Dharmaputra you heard, right? Dharma you heard. What is dharma means? Virtues. No. Dharma means quality. What is quality? Property. Chemistry property of salt is the property of salt. When you eat, you should get saltiness. So what is the dharma of salt? You understood? Have you ever thought like this? And you cannot see anybody teaching like this who are teaching dharma in the classroom because they are not scientists. I am a scientist and also I teach Dharma Shastra. Got it? So property is, which is your school? Which is your school? You want this or what? You are the owner? Then why are you saying it's my school? You understood? This is belongingness. I own. Who is your husband? Do you own him? Do you have? I don't have a registered marriage document at all. We never registered. But if I want to go to Canada, I must register now. Correct? But I own my wife. As long as she is my wife, I own. The time I divorce. You say, I don't own her, we disown them, right? She is my student, he is my student, she is my teacher. But there can be a small error in you and you are thrown out of school. Immediately the principal will say, no, she is not at all my teacher. Finished. We disown people, right? Small crime, a student is criminal. Done some mischief, what do you say? You are not my student, get out. Don't you say this? When you get angry, don't you tell your children, you are not my son, get out. We disown them. Got it? So what is property? A feeling is property. So that's why I said you take psychology, you take commerce, you take physics, you take chemistry, you can see a lot of words. Where do you get the real meaning of this? And then when you take the class, you realize, oh, something different. You invent yours. Then you will say, I know. That's why DrTPS is able to say, I know. Whatever I know. There are many things which I don't, that's a different matter. But whatever I know, what I have done, I interpreted, criticized, analyzed, made it mine, and I know how to use it and where to use it. So when you use it in different places at different contexts, your experience becomes great. Otherwise, generally teachers will come, I have 30 years of experience. What? Same 10th class, same chemistry for last 30 years. Full stop is same, comma is same, smiling is same, question paper is same, answer is same. No use. You teach in different level, different places, different subjects, then you can say you are right. So experience should be variety of. I am driving, I have 30 years of experience in driving. Where what? My home to school and back. Same route. Will you call yourself an experienced driver? Who is an experienced driver? In different terrains, different places. DrTPS is an experienced driver. I didn't even have a license when I drove in America. Later only I realized, oh, I don't have a license, it's expired. Anyway, it's not my car, somebody's car. So to experience, you need a lot of courage. When I go to Northeast Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalayas, there's a set of CBSE schools there. Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalayas. 32 of them have got to 10th class. 17 of them plus 1 plus 2. They don't even have a science lab. They have a mobile lab. One school will come, park for 2 weeks. From there, it goes to the next. So teachers have to finish experiments during that time. Vehicle goes there. And no electricity, not telephone, nothing will work. I go there. When I go there, I drive there. We cross Brahmaputra river. Bridge will be 60 km away. So if you have to go there, it takes 4 hours. But if I use some technique of crossing Brahmaputra, 2 hours I can do that. And those drivers, experienced drivers, difficult. He said, anyway, it's not my vehicle. So we don't drive. Use it, he said, I will drive. So you need to be courageous. What I'm saying is, experiment. Knowledge at different levels, different places. Then what you get is experience. Then you say, I have experience. And anyway, you will enjoy it. Suppose if I have not driven like that, will I be able to tell like this now? You can see DrTPS, USA driving. Knowingly, I put a video there. Nothing great. But we have different side, left side, right side. And somebody's vehicle. And he was ready because he was taking me around. He was only a friend who knows me when I visited there. When I went on visit. We had dialogue on drive, one series of discussions. When he asked questions, I answered. So we enjoyed. He became very close to me. When you share knowledge, your children should feel, I am very close to him. Why did he give vehicle to me? Normally nobody will give it's not a joke. Because if caught, he will be in jail. What is that? He does anything and everything to me because the trust. Do your children have trust in you? That's my question. Do you have trust? Do you create trust? Our Sanskrit Pandit has come. Correct? India has got a Dharma Shastra. What is Dharma Shastra? This is the question which I was asking. You learn from me. Give a different meaning. My guru was a great Sanskrit Pandit. Brahmasri KPC Arijan Patadripa. He knows all science. Full science. Because everything is there in the Sanskrit slokas. If you take, full of science inside. You want biology from Sanskrit sloka? Not that morning Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, morning Guru Brahma, I changed the meaning, right? Creativity. Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, so all the three. Wealth, education, rest, meditation. If you have Shakti, you can meditate. That is what Shiva represents. Next line, next stanza. Atnana Timirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Not heard? Heard this? What is the meaning? Atnana Timirandasya. Atnana, you know the meaning. Timira, cataract. Atnanam is like a cataract. Blurred idea is there, but no clear idea. That is what is cataract, right? I can see things but no clarity. Atnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. Put a kajal. You call it kajal? Kanmashi? Put a kajal. Then what will happen? Vision will become clear. So when this sloka was written in India, in Bharat, cataract was treated by a kajal. Inner meaning. Because in English or any sloka, simile is taken from what is in practice. So how cataract is treated long back? Not surgery. Today only surgery. Long back in Bharat, kajal was there. And who is that person who is giving cataract kajal? Guru. So knowledge to, blurred knowledge to clear knowledge if somebody is giving, I consider him as my Atnana Timirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I salute you, Guru, because you are making my blurred vision into a clear vision where unknown thing to knowledge. So your transformation, it's all because of you. Knowledge. The word knowledge is good enough. So what do you do in classroom is not giving information and data because it's available in Google. You are making your students to convert that information and data to a knowledge of his learning place. Learning place is what we call. Learning is also not good enough because in English there is no other substitute for knowledge. In Bharatiya Shastra we have different knowledge also. Vivekam. What is Vivekam? Viveka Buddhi. That's also knowledge. Vivejana Buddhi. Discriminative knowledge. Which is good, which is bad. Seeing a flower whether it is original or duplicate. Vivejana Buddhi. Correct? What is Vivekam? Whether I have to put my hand or not, hot water or less hot, warm water. Viveka, whether I should speak to somebody or not to speak. Where to speak, when to speak, how to speak, why to speak. So all Viveka Buddhi. Vivejana Buddhi. Whether I should invite you at home or not. Eh? Yeah. Correct. These are all different Buddhi which is associated with knowledge. So your children, your education is not to get maths marks, physics marks, chemistry marks. That old question paper answers anybody can write and get it. Your aim is not that. Your aim is creating children with this Viveka Vivechana Buddhi. For what you need? Critical thinking, analytic mind, right? Data analysis, interpretation, all that will come. All these people can do leisurely at home. Maths also, why people fail? Because they take long time to solve answers. How fast you can do is the question. Maths teachers here? Which class? Third, fourth, do they learn square, 5 square, 10 square? We'll take that example when those teachers are. Got it? So you have to make the classroom where your knowledge can be used for creating analytical skill in children. How do you make that analytical skill application? So relate to what is on the ground. That is what is exactly. So generally two things which I give for teachers workshop. One is called effective teaching, E, effective, and A, effective. So how do you become effective and effective? Your own syllabus. Look at all technical terms, underline, look at the meaning, see synonyms, antonyms, get examples. You teach momentum also, right, in the class? I teach momentum in an entirely different stage. Physics I love because my PhD is in fluid mechanics. Though I am a mathematician, subject is physics. It's not from me, my school teacher, 9th class. You know how he teaches momentum? A person is standing, another person is standing. They are coming closer and then hitting. Anything will happen? Nothing will happen. Because they are walking and coming, this person is also walking. Mass is same. Mass into velocity is momentum. Impact will not be there. Because they are both are walking and so. But assume that this person is standing, other fellow is running and coming. Velocity is more. What will be the impact? This fellow will fall. Understood? Mass is same, velocity increased also, momentum can be, impact can be different. Now, one bus is standing, the fellow is coming and hitting the bus. Something will happen, nothing will happen. But he is standing, the bus is coming and hitting him. Got it? Mass is also higher, velocity is also higher, impact will become dangerous. Right? Same MV only we are explaining. Mass into velocity, one concept only I am explaining. But I am explaining like what? Practically what can be seen on the ground. Got it? High impact. Take examples. Every physics principle is a natural law. Every chemistry and biology is what you can see. Every social science is also like that. You could ask me now, this is what syllabus which I have, but I am this teacher at this grade. How do I explain? I will tell you that. Find something, if not offhand, I can think and then come back to you tomorrow or after. Or send me a WhatsApp anytime. That's what I do. Biology is everything interesting.
So in grade 9 we have a concept of cells. And
See,
cell organ.
I'll tell you, when I started in 2000, we didn't have internet to Google. There was a Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology in Hyderabad, CCM. The deputy director was Mohan Kumar. He was a friend of mine. So I've taken a lot of videos from him. Today it's all available on internet. Those times nothing was there. So you will see how the pair goes, how it splits, how protein gets into that, how it goes into the H, the V, everything is marked. There is nothing which you have to do in the classroom other than showing the video. And I will tell you how do children learn this by heart. For which I will give you, when I used to go to Gulf for 10th, 11th, 12th and all, I used to play that video. Those places it was available those days also. So I tell them this is there on internet or similar one or two are there. You send me that video. Tomorrow I will play. And those children should come and give a commentary. I will mute the video. Who has to speak? Students have to speak. And in between I will make the voice. It has to exactly fit to that. Finished. All of them studied. You understood what I'm saying? No documentary Even any history you want to teach, ask them to look at documentary. By heart the commentary. Are you getting what I'm saying? By heart the commentary. And I cannot do it, but children can do it. They will come and sit in the classroom. Your class should be playing it, mute, unmute. After some time, mute, unmute. You will see exactly it matches. Children will learn. And there will be competition. I will take another video and come tomorrow. They will say, we have done it. That visuals will never be forgotten. I still remember all those visuals in front of me. Chemistry and all. What there is rhyme for periodic tables, right? I make all children to do. And biology in 11th class, technical terms, biological terms by heart is difficult. You know how do I teach them? Half an hour, the whole chapter is over. Make them to sit in a round. All of you sit in a round. How many of you know 10 countries and capitals? Yes or no? 10 countries and capitals. Doubtful, right? Most of you? Right. Correct? No try. You will learn in next 10 minutes. That's my guarantee. You can do this in your classroom. Any subject it can be done. Round, round. Remove all the rest of the chairs. Only what is required you sit. This much time in an army group it is to be done. It takes just like this. Whose chair is that? Why do you want that to be there? But why can't you pull the back and then come there? This is how we test leadership qualities. Who is volunteering? Who is lazy? All that will be done through one exercise. When we go to corporate companies and all such exercises given to select who should be promoted next. That's what we do. We'll give this person. Not required. The video is good enough. Recording everything. If it is, I was part of, do you know that I was in RAW? Combined Defense Services, military people. My students were brigadiers. Suppose if I tell them arrange like this, you know how much time it takes? Half second. If everybody is ready with the chair. Should be like that. Now, I'm sure few of you have got few knowledge. Now we will make all of you equally knowledgeable. Right? Tell your name once so that I will remember. At least there in the record, right? So Prashant's name only. So Prashant can start. Tell name only once. Second round you don't have to tell your name. Tell one country and capital. Next person, it goes in clockwise. Next person, whatever he told has to repeat. You add one country and one capital. Don't forget the same order. And don't. What do I do is with my children, young children, I shuffle them and then ask them to repeat as in the order they were sitting in the new. So that brain also will become really brain. Don't get scared. Very simple, easy to learn. Yeah.
I am Prashant.
Not required. See, most of our traditional English is wrong. Even if ICSE or IGSE, I don't care. British English and American English. I have been traveling to Gulf, all the America and Britain also. I am, when you say I am, understood you are from India or Asian country. No other Western people will say I am. That's it. What do you say? Myself, Prashant.
Since we are in India, I am you.
That's what I'm saying. But we are preparing our children to go somewhere. Your students are telling my name is much worse. Right? Yeah, Prashant. I said your name, country and capital. That's enough. You don't even have to put that because we are wasting time saying I am, right? Prashant is understood, which is not a country. Everybody knows, right? So Prashant and country and capital. Very specific instructions have to be very, very clear. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
That's how military people will do. That's discipline. Yeah.
Prashant, Netherlands, Denmark.
Don't tell his name.
The country and the capital.
Yeah, country and the capital. Add one more. You have-
Netherlands, Denmark.
My name is Gunaran. Netherlands, Denmark, Sri Lanka, Colombo.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka, Colombo.
Is it true Sri Lanka is Colombo?
Yes.
100%. Check. Anybody can Google, check. Anybody has doubt? Eh?
There are two capitals, Colombo and Jayawardhana.
Yeah, Colombo is the old name. Sri Jayavardhana Pura Kottai. My knowledge is very good because I train people for civil service. Colombo was. Now Colombo is not. See, most of you did not disagree with him. Correct? Can you imagine? Next country, capital changed. Correct or not? I am from strategic analysis. My job was spying on neighboring countries. When Myanmar was making capital, I studied what are they doing. So I know the whole geography, most of the places. I am very good in geography. Strategic analysis. What was my job? I was in PM's office. Help the Prime Minister to take decisions on relationship with other countries was that place where I was working. Yeah. So you should be, don't take it your knowledge, oh I know. No, check. Nothing wrong in checking, right? Sri Jayavardhana Pura Kottai. How many years back? Almost 10 years back it is changed, and still newspaper fellow will say Colombo, Colombo only. Because you are being dumped by foolish newspaper fellows. Foolish news fellows. You are teachers. Don't you think in your class you can score well saying that now? Ask some students, now I am scoring in front of you. Can't you think that you can score in front of your children? Your students will look, oh great, my teacher. She is a chemistry teacher, he is a physics teacher, and she knows geography well, yeah? Don't you think like that? What you teach in classroom, your syllabus people don't care. Anything extra you teach, they will grade you much better. Yeah.
Anuja, Netherlands,
Sri Jayavardhana Pura Kottai.
Sri Jayavardhana Kote, Bangladesh, Dhaka.
Netherlands, Denmark, Sri Lanka, Sri Jayawardhana.
Louder.
Dhaka, Bangladesh.
Reverse.
India, New
Sumana, Netherlands, Denmark, Sri Lanka, Sri Jayawardhana Pura Kote, Bangladesh, Dhaka, India, Delhi, Malaysia, Kuala.
Louder. This is how you teach in the classroom.
Sri Lanka, Sri Jayawardhana Kote, Bangladesh, Dhaka, India, Delhi, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, South Korea, Seoul, and the United States of America, Washington DC.
Why DC? Washington is a place name. It is somebody's name. What is DC?
District of Columbia.
Understood? See, immediately the question should come. That's how you learn. Most of the people learn. But because there is another Washington state, it is entirely different part of the country. Washington state is different, Washington DC is different. So District of Columbia, one of the District of Columbia, Washington DC. When the Pentagon was bombed, I was taking satellite image and showing which part was, do you know that when the bombing happened, all that reconstruction, everything was done by our team. Yeah. Name? Shreya.
Netherlands, Denmark, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Dhaka, India, Delhi, Malaysia, Colorado, South Korea, Seoul, US, Washington DC, New Zealand, Wellington. New Zealand, whether
Whichever other country which is confirmed, you tell, no? Why do you want the doubtful things? Neighboring countries are there, yeah?
Pakistan, Islamabad.
Yeah, continue.
Myself, Sushi, Netherlands, Denmark, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, South Korea, Seoul, USA, Washington DC, Pakistan, Islamabad, Australia, Sydney.
Yeah, continue now.
I'll continue.
Add one more, two more. Fast.
Including mine.
Yeah.
Netherlands, Denmark, Sri Lanka, Sri Jayawardhanapura Kotte, Bangladesh, Dhaka, India, Delhi, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, South Korea, Seoul, USA, Washington DC, New Zealand, Wellington, Pakistan, Islamabad, New Zealand, Wellington, Australia, Sydney, South Africa, Pretoria.
Continue. See, there are simpler ones. Kuwait, Kuwait city, Singapore, Singapore city. There are so many cities names. Correct? See, this is only an example. I am not taxing you. You can make your children all the technical terms in the class textbook. Right? Let that be chemistry, physics, biology. What they miss is the technical terms. Write it down. Make them to speak like this. 3 rounds. Everybody knows technical terms. Finished. Learning is over. Rest of the things were what and all that they will identify themselves, read that. Technical terms are most difficult for children. Even in BTech, what we have seen is people write, but they miss resistance, conductivity. All that will not come. They know something is there, but that name resistance will not come. Finished. Biggest resistance is that resistance word. So any subject, social science, maths, physics, chemistry, change the class like that. Today I was making them to argue, write notes, and don't give notes. I don't know how the school decides. Don't ever give notes because it's all there in the textbook. Ask your children to make notes. Let them read, come back with a note. You invest some time. When you give instructions, write notes, they are not thinking, they are just copying. Your aim is to get them good marks. Yeah, most of them will get. But if you take this sort of teaching methodology, they understand, they write notes, they come back with notes, they create question paper. I was suggesting higher classes, ask them to create question paper and give it to somebody else. So Bhagavad Gita, I have context, send me a WhatsApp, I'll send it, or she can send it to you. I don't teach Bhagavad Gita as a whole. Bhagavad Gita in 2 lines. One stanza, last stanza. Finished. Bhagavad Gita is finished. That's for me. What is the first slogan in Bhagavad Gita? Kshetre kshetre dharmam kuru. Did you learn like this? Yes, sir.
No.
Kshetre kshetre. Which kshetra? Dharmam kuru. Kuru Vamsha became a dharma. Question on dharma has come. Kshetre, kshetre, dharmam kuru. That is actually the way it is to be told. But sloka writing, what do? They reverse it and say, right? Dharma kshetre, kuru kshetre, samaveda yudsavam, mamaka, my people, and Pandava's children. There itself, this old blind man's interpretation is over. One is my children, and the other one was his own brother's children, right? But he didn't say our children. What did he say? Our children are fighting would have been enough. Are you getting what I am saying?
Yes.
The crookedness of the blind king is understood there. What is this? My children and Pandava's children, not my brother's children also. Some Pandava. What is happening there? To whom he is asking? Sanjaya. Answer should have been given by Sanjaya. Why Bhagavad Gita? Answer is there at the end. 18th chapter, 78th sloka. What is that answer?
78.
You know that. 100% everybody knows that. Anybody? What is the last sloka in Bhagavad Gita? Where is Vijayam? Vijayo. Where two people join, Vijayam will be there. That is what the meaning is. Suppose you have studied like this, it's logically understood. Question is there, you start reading. Some king asked a question to Sanjaya. Did you ask this question? Did Sanjaya answer? He has to answer correct, no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did you search that answer in the book? Then you find one of the beautiful book in the world is Bhagavad Gita. Because one question first, answer is the end of the chapter. In between, how he derived this answer is the Bhagavad Gita. So, morning also I was asking, did Bhagavan teach Bhagavad Gita? Yes, where 2nd chapter, 7th sloka. Ashochya Aranya Shochastam. Where 10th, last 18th chapter, 66th sloka. Other one is 78th, 66th. What is that? Ma Shucha, don't be sad. So what is Bhagavan's message? Don't be sad, don't be sad. How don't be sad is in between. Bhagavad Gita is over. I have a book, Life Made Simple. Bhagavad Gita, one stanza question, one stanza answer. Finished. That is my book. Life Made Simple. Read it. So the whole book, even if you study 100 times, you will not be able to write one paragraph out of it. Because you think which is important, which is not important. Because you did not understand. You learn. You understood what I am saying? Understanding is different. Now, I understood the Bhagavad Gita. How much I understood? Maybe 1% I understood. How many times I would have read? 1,000 times. How many times I taught? Maybe 10 times. After that I understood it. But some people, when I can chant this sloka, I know Bhagavad Gita. What he knows of Bhagavad Gita? You tell me the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Many slokas I can tell. Essence I don't know. This is the essence. I'll challenge most of the people don't explain the essence like this. This is logic. Because I have a question. When I read, not first time, when I read Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, when the king is asking the driver, where is he giving answer? Search. Oh, I got, this is the answer. Finished. Bhagavad Gita is over. Everything else is logic. That's how you write thesis when you do PhD. One question, answer. That in between the methodology, research methodology, literature survey, everything will come in each chapter. So when you do your classroom also, look at whole syllabus. Look at how it is formed. Why the syllabus is like this. Suppose you are teaching 7th class, 6th class, what did they learn? What is the connection here? Not enough. Where is this knowledge going to be used? 11th class, 10th class, 12th class, maybe they go for BTech, maybe they go for medicine, right? You know, most of the students when they come for BTech, 4% is pass marks in physics. 4%. Out of 100 children, only 4 people pass. And who are they? Got 99% in 10th and 12th. Why do they fail? Because it's entirely different. You want to enjoy physics, read Erwin Krasik, Engineering Physics. You know, any engineering physics, engineering maths, engineering chemistry. Just read engineering maths, because you know these children are going for engineering. Then you will know, oh, this engineering is used in this. Engineering physics, engineering maths, engineering chemistry, and biology teachers pharmacology, biochemistry. All that when you learn, you will know, oh, what I am teaching is used here. Okay? Erwin Krasik. Even mathematics has got a lot of. There is no difference in physics and mathematics when you go to mathematics in the higher grade. Mechanics is full of engineers. So when you don't understand also, no problem. But just look at it. You will see, oh, what I am teaching today is used to the. In the classroom you will tell. Tomorrow you go for BTech also, what I am teaching will help you. Don't you think the children will feel happy about it? If you tell this is for writing exams, soon after that you can forget. Eh? Will they be happy? Tell me. Will you use all that sarees after wedding, whatever you have worn on the wedding day, will you keep it or throw it? Eh? Why? May not be, you will never wear it, but still you will keep it safe, right? One of my teacher was celebrating 50 years of wedding anniversary. That time they have displayed their time what they wore that time, and his son is the Texas IT head today. So I was making the webinar for, because he was my teacher. It's a great thing, no? So knowledge has to be preserved like this. And you learned this in 7th class. What a great thing. I have got teacher, physics teacher, whom I was mentioning my. He takes cigarette. Those days in school and all, you can smoke also. Smoke like this. And he will, oh, come. He will take on the ground. Convex lens. Right? And he will keep the cigarette there. Smoke is coming. This is focal length. Finished. Are you seeing, focusing? Yes. Smoke is coming? Yes. Take a paper, keep it there. 2-3 children, ask them to. So one student came and said, no, I did not understand. Come here. His hand was kept there, shown this, and he was no hot, no hot. After some time, next day it was full of bulging. He was tolerating it, showing that no, I did not get heat now. And that student met him after 30 years. Was like, I still remember my physics class. The burning did not go because it totally got deep inside. We had such teachers. Every class is like a remembrance. Don't you think your children will learn social science, countries and capital, technical terms? One chapter, all the technical terms, one discussion like this, 20 minutes, finished. You must see them during lunchtime also, they are discussing like this. So they have to prepare. They don't want to feel ashamed when they come next time for a discussion, they finished, you know, they will learn all technical terms and then. These are the techniques which I invented myself and started using. Computer science. Anybody computer science? Yeah. All the computer science terminologies. I had a program in All India Radio which was called Cyber Magic. I used to explain each item by item. What is it used for? You know, pen drive. What is the purpose of pen drive? Was I explain it 2 minutes because just before the news it comes. All in the radio you have to be exact 2 minutes. So I know how to explain in 2 minutes. I know how to explain in 2 hours. What is pen drive? It will be one class. What is pixel? It will be another class. Right? Each terminology you ask all the children to learn this terminology and explain. Finished. RAM, ROM, small things, you know, virtual memory, what is 3x, what is megapixel, all the, ask them to write down so many terminologies and that. Let them Google, find out, but write it in a line and then come, as many technologies terms as you can, look at your textbook, write down the definition and then come, I'll ask each one of you to repeat it many times. Finished. There are many methods to do this. You should ask question. I can go on like this. Endless,
In case
limitless.
you have any doubts in any subjects, how to go about it, or any methodology, or anything. Or how to bring in art and craft in class, craft work in class.
Which grade you teach?
Grade 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wonderful. I keep saying less than. I have a big concept of grandma child care center. Age 3 to grade 3. I have a concept in school where every student has to come in a hall. They should play, do a lot of craft. What do I do is give a lot of magazines and papers, lot of cupboards with files. Cut this and paste it. File it. I had a Sanskrit teacher when I was doing I didn't learn Sanskritam in the class. My wife is a Sanskritam scholar. She writes poetry in Sanskrit. That's how I learned. My Sanskrit college teacher, I used to go to his house to learn. He has a son, young child, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. This is the technique which I learned. Everyday newspaper, after he reads, his boy's name is to cut and paste in there was a small partition between his sitting place and dining hall, small house. And that partition, everyday newspaper, sports separate, politics separate, and he is a senior collector now in Kerala. Civil service, no training other than this cutting and pasting. Every day he is collecting general knowledge, English. Got it? Practically I have seen how he, a Sanskritam teacher, got his son into IAS without any training. Training was newspaper cutting and pasting. Every day he is learning. So he knows politicians. He knows sports people. I made a book. All the books I did not get. I don't print them. These are all for free distribution. Makers of India. Nothing is there. 1,000 names. Every field. Chemistry, Indian. 10 names will be there. Biology, Indian 10 names will be there. I love cinema. Immediately what will come in my mind? Rajkumar, MGR, N.T. Ramarao, Prem Nasir, all South Indian actors. Correct or not? And I wanted to go to whole India, Amitabh Bachchan, Sanjay Dutt. So many names will come. So when I say chemistry I love, tell 10 chemistry.
Handle.
Indian.
Indian.
Then go to, yes, CNR Rao and me and all traveled together. My first flight to travel was with CNR. Rodan Narasimha, NAL director and me. Hong Kong, I went for a conference. I was asking him how the aerofoil sectioning works because he's an expert in aerodynamics. So I learned aerodynamics sitting beside him and he was explaining the aircraft. That was a great experience those times. Traveling from Bangalore to Hong Kong along with him. My blessings in my life was I have seen a lot of great people in my life. As sat together, discussed together. That gives a lot of knowledge. So you should have.
Like for first and second time children, when the chapter like this is there, the people who work for us.
Yeah.
So they will give lot of description like nurse is there, maid is there, policeman, all these things. But for this kind of living, when a child is coming from a big apartment, it has a cook at home, daily iron clothes will come, driver is there at home, there is a service, old people, nurse is also there at home. So what I feel is, compared to knowing what these people are doing work for them, because they are seeing that work every day, how do we treat them and what way we have to behave with them is what chapter is completely on people who work for them. So when we have to train the children or when we have to frame the questions for that particular chapter, what
Grade?
are people who
Grade
work
one.
for us.
Grade 1.
Grade 1.
Grade 2. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Age 3 to grade 3. Today, whatever we have, the system is totally useless. You are all saying CBSE. I'll tell you, I cannot criticize sitting in a CBSE school. I keep asking one question to all CBSE teachers, all CBSE administrators. What is CBSE full form? Eh? What is secondary education? From which class? Is it 6th?
8th on.
9th onwards.
Now 9 from last year.
Registration of children in CBSE happens at 9th class. I know because I have worked with the Navodaya Vidyalaya also. So I have seen the large number of CBSE schools. All that is to prepare them for CBSE is what the other children are doing. You cannot say my class grade 1 is CBSE. Grade 1 is there in the school, that's it. Whether to follow that, whether you want to make your own system is up to your management. You understood what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, how do we learn? Today we have new education policy which says, unfortunately, when I joined Department of Space, I worked in Bangalore also. Kasturi Rangan was my chairman. I don't think he has a passion for education and all that. It's all stupid. That's because somebody has to be kept there with a name. He has been kept there. I know all of these people very closely. That's what I'm saying. You may feel that he's a great man. The other fellow is a great man. They're all very close to us. See, India is a country where we celebrate when a teacher became a president. One of the stupidest thing. When a president becomes teacher, you should celebrate it as a teacher's day. Correct or not? So it is not Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan who proclaimed himself, my birth date is, that's how it became. We should have celebrated, or we should keep celebrating Kalam's birthday as, because after president also he wanted to teach, right? While president also he wanted to teach. I was in the 2020 vision of Kalam. But don't think that Kalam is a great knowledgeable person. No book of Kalam is written by Kalam. I am on record, I am post on YouTube also because I have no resistance. Morning also I called Kalam's editor. Kalam's editor is in Bangalore. Kalam's editor is in Bangalore. He was my student in Hyderabad. We are all very close network people. I know people. As I keep saying, when I teach Newton's law, I will speak as if Newton is my next fellow. Who? Me. My PhD is in fluid mechanics, and I worked in optics and space department. Yeah. So what I am saying is, age 3 to grade 3, informal education. Informal education means they should play, they should do a lot of crafts. Correct? So how do you make sure that they know? You show some beautiful movies are there, no, where nurses is there. What is that they are seeing in the school home is indifferent. You should take some nice documentary and show that, oh, this is how a nurse is. You show movies and just don't show them. Ask them to feel about it. Stop them. Ask them to do a demo. You collect some 2 children and say, last scene, you act in. If you do like this for 3 times, I am sure grade 1, grade 2 children will look like this because they want to act. Immediately they will say, stop, this I will act, they will say. Your classroom should be lot of drama, lot of activity based. Ask them to draw picture. Oh, you have seen a nurse picture there, now draw. Once you draw, it will stay in them. Got it? This is activity based. Theory class, how many times you will tell? You know them. I keep saying grade 1, LKG, UKG and all. Which is the maximum number of times used word in classrooms? You know this? Keep quiet, keep quiet. Listen. Keep quiet. I was telling you, give me all the LKG children. I will not tell keep quiet. I will ask them to shout. I will not ask them to listen. Let them listen or not listen. If I am worth, they will listen. Correct? Most of the teachers are beggars. That's what I keep saying. Please look at me. Please listen to me. Why are you begging, yeah? Let them look here. Let them look there. Let them look wherever they want. But do activities. they will be really learning. So one of the best method to teaching children will be documentaries, cartoons. They will get attracted. But tell them, you see cartoon at home also, no problem. But tell them tomorrow you draw pictures and get me. Assignment is done. If you spend 1 hour on TV, there has to be a 1 hour activity. Even to draw and bring it, you need time. Yes or no? Wonderful, they will learn. And every teacher also should have that ability to draw, ability to show. You also keep analyzing. Then you also become a, do you draw? You should. You have to. There is nothing great in learning drawing, no? See, I will tell you when you draw. Today morning, many children took my autograph. My signature is like this, Shashi. Normally, it's an official signature. But when I give autograph to my children, I will not sign like that. I will write yes, A, yes, I, Shashi. That's my signature. Huh. Which one?
Since you are speaking about squares and cubes, since it comes to exponents.
Louder.
Exponents. When it comes to exponent, then applications of
Which class? Which
Seven,
class?
8,
You give me one example.
simple, right? A plus B whole squares.
A?
Plus B whole square.
Ah.
Is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB.
Ah.
That applications.
You want a simpler example or you want this as an application? Okay, this itself. Now you write. Mathematics you have to write. I don't write. My class in mathematics when I was a KL University professor also, I don't show PowerPoint. I will keep on saying blah 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 blah. I will ask children after that send me that picture. Whether my words have come to you. Now 23 square. What is that square?
23 into
How do you do it? Generally, how do you do it?
it will multiply.
No, I will tell you. The 2 square you write first. 4. 2 into 3 into 2. 6 into 2, 12. 2. Balance 1. 3 square is 9. Add 1. 10. That is the answer. Here I used A plus B whole square method. I wrote B square first. Then 2AB. 2 into A into B. Then A square. I asked 23 square, right? That is actually 20 plus 3 square. That's what I did. What is 20 plus 3 square? First 3 square 9. I don't have to do 20 into 3 because I am writing in the 10th place in the answer. So 2 into 3, 6 multiplied by 2. That is 2AB. Are you getting? So 12 I got. So I wrote 2. Balance 1. 3 square 9. Is it 23 or 32? 23. So first we wrote 3 square, right? So 2 square 4. 4 plus 1 5. So 5, 29 is the answer. Is it correct? Are you getting what I am saying? Is it not an application? A minus B into A plus B is equal to?
Just A minus B.
Where do you apply this? Okay, now you want to multiply 36 into 24.
30 plus 6, 36.
30 minus 6 and 30 plus 6. So 30 square is 900. 6 square is 36. So you got the answer 865. Entama. This is the problem. I salute you for asking this question. Most of the teachers, the other day there was one Kerala education channel in which some teacher was telling this subject is useless, you have to study for exam. Hundreds of applications I can come with this. Anything which you learn has got lot of applications tomorrow. There is no mathematics which is not used, no physics which is used. But understand, all of you are preparing your children. In your class there are 10 students. Do you know which person is going to be a scientist tomorrow? You don't know. Do you know which person is going to be a IAS? You don't know. Which person is going to be a doctor? You don't know. So what are you doing? Teaching all subjects, expecting one of them will do PhD in. So how you should teach? You are teaching maths. You should teach all the children thinking that all of you are going to be PhDs tomorrow from my class. Got it? So many subjects. See, for example, I'll tell you 5 square. Which?
They'll have to go to White.
Yeah, fine. Oh, you are not from this campus.
Yes.
Guess. You have been treated well. So 5 square is 25. 15 square is 225. 25 square is 625. 35 square is. See, if you write these 3, next becomes simple for you. You write it, then you will know. You will analyze yours. 5 square is 25.
200, 400 differences.
No. This is a old Sanskrit sloka. Egadikena purvena. Take the 2, next number 3, multiply and write that. 12, 25. 35 square is 3, next number 4. 3 into 4, 12 and then. 65 square is 6, next number 7. 42, 25. It's all tricks. See, if you don't understand these tricks, you will take long time. If you know the trick, immediately answer. So competitive exams, to read a question you get 20 seconds. To write an answer you get 20 seconds. In 40 seconds if you cannot answer 100 questions in 60 minutes. Less than a minute only they will. So you are not training them to solve the problem. You are training them to solve the problem faster. For which method is not important, trick is important. Are you getting what I am saying? You write this, then you will know. So what you should do is, if you want to know, see for example, young children you want to teach maths. Even grade 1, grade 2 also you can make them to realize multiples of 3, multiples of 4. Draw a picture of 10 by 10 matrix. Okay? Write 1, 2, 3 up to 9, 10, 11, 12 up to 20, 21 to 30. All the 3 multiples you mark, color, you will see a pattern. All the multiples of 4 you mark, it will be a color pattern. Your classrooms you can have a good board like that. Looking at itself, oh, these are 4 multiples, these are 5 multiples, different colors. Finished. Multiplication table is understood. There is a pattern. If you understand the pattern, very easy to follow. Got it? 9, you know, right? 9, 18, last one 81, 27, 72. Reverse. Similarly, for every number there is a pattern. Like 9 is a pattern which most of the people understand. 8 also you write down in a sequence, you understand, oh, there is a pattern. 6 also there is a pattern. 3 also there is a pattern. Slightly different. Must be some class, I must have explained this for even university students. Last year I was taking class, I explained this. Because I was teaching 7th class to 9th class maths, physics, chemistry only there also. Because any competitive exam in this world, even Infosys or IAS, anywhere they want to get a job, 7th class to 10th class. That's the knowledge they want. So you are not preparing children for writing exams. You are not preparing for children to understand what is social science. How to gather knowledge about the world around. But it best thing could be give them map. I used to buy lot of playing items from here and there and then give it to them. Ask them to learn. That's how it is. And young children, you show a grade 1 children can learn these countries and capitals. All your children can learn, and then you can make a beautiful video and then put. Your school will become one of the most famous. Because they can by heart. I have a lot of videos, young children, Grade age 3 also is giving countries and capitals, 100 countries and capitals. If you want, you can do that. Just can speak, those children also can say countries and capitals. Because you make them to sit like this, no. Why are you repeating useless things and then wasting time? There are much great knowledge. Don't give them this level knowledge, give them this level knowledge. They will rise very fast. But then the next class will have more problem because they would have covered all that. That should be the way in which you are doing. See, these are all.
Village child, little about child, they see world.
That is what I am saying. NCRT books, it is being followed in many places. There is no difference. In our childhood and all, grade 1 and all, we have never studied it. We were only playing. Does it mean that all of us became very bad? No. Whatever we studied has given a lot of knowledge for us. From my village, small school where nothing was learned, we never had a kilogram, L kilogram, U kilogram and all was not there. No LKG, no UKG. KG is not there. We went directly into grade 1. Up to, I don't think any, up to 5th class we never learned it. It was only playing. Yeah, I studied only in
I think
grade 5.
we are still in information and knowledge stage. We have to go to that experience.
What is that we require is actually different languages, different patterns, different examples. Actually, I am against teaching children A, I, E, A, B, C, D, all that is useless. I went to America for a camp, 150 children for a camp. Most of the children took birth in America, they don't speak any of their mother tongue, only English. And told all of them, in 3 days I am going to make all your children to write your mother tongue, at least your name, father's name, grandfather's name, native place, all that in your language. Are you going to teach? I am not going to teach. All the parents will teach. No, we tried for last 8 years, nothing happened. 14 years we tried, they are not learning. I said, don't worry. That was Monday I was starting the camp. Sunday was parents orientation. Sunday is over, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday, I am going to get the local newspaper fellow, Tribune. They will come and take picture when your children are writing on the board. If your kid want to come in the newspaper, make them to learn at home. Finished, everybody learned. Got it? So you want to show children, everybody will learn. So you tell them, you write, we are going to show. That is why we conduct competitions in Bhagavad Gita and all that. You make a video and send it, I will put my YouTube, it goes throughout the world. People are happy. Some extra, that's why I am saying, learning countries and capitals you learn. Whoever learns more than 90, more than 190 countries are there. Not everything, 90 countries and capitals. Learn and then come. Next 1 month we will have a video put on to YouTube. Everybody will learn. So many such innovative things you must come up. So many documentaries are there. What a beautiful documentary. Videos and documentaries are plenty on YouTube. Only thing you'll have to invest some time, look at it, and that shows you what to do. That will become very, very captivating. You teach maths in which class? Third. See, what do we do is generally when we keep some paper, division and all come there, 1/2, correct? Just fold them or cut them into 2 pieces. Show them this is 1/2, this is 1/2, put them together. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 3 portions. Don't draw. Ask them to fold and then show. See, I have got my nephews, kids and all in Canada, America and all. Whenever they come on Gmeet or Zoom or WhatsApp call, I will immediately take some paper and then show some craft. They all love that. Craft is what they love. So for which the folding, that ability is what is craft ability. There is a great saying, you want to become a great scientist in your life, childhood you should know how to use your hands for folding, cutting, crafting. Then automatically the ability to think will become much greater. I was telling you can have a paper, put a hole there, give a thread, ask them to pass through this. I was telling needle, but then immediately I thought needle is dangerous. So this is my new invention. Just on the fly I invented. It will very difficult for them to pass, right? Correct? And don't give them a normal, the hole should be slightly smaller than the, very difficult for them. But their concentration level, attention power, silence, no keep quiet is required. They will keep quiet. They will never leave. They have more patience. They want to see that. You should show. You make a bigger hole, take it. Take a thread and show. Yeah, I'm doing it. Show this if you can. Finished. Full. This is how I make children. 6 hours they will.
After that, they'll come, it's not good for us. I'm only
Lot of patience, you know. Much better than this meditation class. No meditation will work. This is the meditation class. Don't say keep quiet. Silence. Give some activity like this sometime, so that they learn. Correct? And discipline. You can see my camp. I make children to come. Immediately, no yoga for young children up to 6th grade. They should not be even asked to stand. Keep quiet, stand straight. All these are punishment for them. But if you make them to sleep like this, they will enjoy. So this is the meditation which I teach. On the ground, keep the hand like this, keep the forehead like this and lie down. Tummy will go up and down. That is the most peaceful place. Every child like to sleep on their mother's lap, keeping the head down. Correct? That's the most best place for children. So my expectation is age 3 to grade 3, lot of colorful cushion mats like this. Children when they want they can go and sleep. When they want they can jump. Whenever they want they can play. Whenever they want they can cut and do this. Different colorful boards and books where they can write. Whatever they want they can draw. But you keep engaging them with a lot of such examples. In which nurse will come. No, all that should be there. All the pictures should be there. Look at them and draw. And drawing, there are a lot of small clippings available. How to draw cat with the M. Use it. Use in your class. They will enjoy. Really enjoy. You should come back with a lot of questions. You asked so I could explain. Otherwise I would have never told you this trick. It's only a trick, but don't stop here. All 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, write it like this. Then you will realize, oh, this is how the multiplication table is repeating. One of the method is easiest method is to make a 10 by 10 matrix, color it. All the 3 multiples. Automatically they are learning multiplication table.
So 1 and 2 also we can use this.
Huh? No.
1 and 2 also we can use.
Everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, A, all classes you can use it. I used it for BTech MBA because they did not learn in the childhood. For me it's not required because we learned all that. And you know in childhood what we learn is 1 plus 1 is 2. Next one, 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Next, 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. Like this we learned by heart. That will not go from memory. So make people to learn by heart. Keep the manas inside and learn. They will become much better. Don't think that is to substitute multiplication. you are making their brain to work active. That is what is to be done. Got it?
Today I had an experience. Today we were doing one light is not visible to us. Like how do you tell the properties then? When book is there, they can tell it is square and shape, blue in color, light will reflect, all those things. So today one boy got one laser light.
Okay.
So
You are able to show.
yeah, when we put on the board, only one spot was seen. Immediately I lifted, there was a metal edge for the board. Light was reflecting. Then put the glass, it was giving multiple images. The one class, actually, I came with some other preparation. I got candle, one tube, then bending tube, telling that light travels in a straight line. But it got deviated because that boy got the laser. So with the laser, they experienced many things.
Different.
Yeah, it was very different. Actually, I didn't plan like that at all. It was not written.
It should be
lesson
on the
plan
front.
also. Nothing was like that.
We have a teacher who used to show
So
the
I think with that laser,
pulses.
that's very comfortable.
Keep a small mirror which they generally people use for the dress and all. Put it here and then keep it in the sun. Put a reflection. You can see the it goes up and down. It moves, and that number you can count. That's exactly the vibration.
The boy removed the laser. Then he himself was telling, when I removed image is big, now we have one lens here, now we have another lens here. It is
Oh, the focus and all that things.
600 it's
There are a lot of things available on internet. I think you should keep on googling. Make your children to learn much beyond the syllabus. Don't restrict so that you will feel, oh, there is nothing to teach. You will not feel like you are giving more knowledge. I think it should be. That's why the first question what I asked is, do you have freedom?
We do.
Your outputs are not measured by the marks. Marks will come if you have knowledge. But if you don't have knowledge, also marks will come. Correct?
how to create the trust in
Interest should come with questions.
First, if it comes to the teacher, it will come to the student.
Yeah. If you think that I don't have passion to teach, do you think people who are listening to me will have passion? You should have. I have passion, definitely. I will make students to learn. That's what I know. Andhra, all the districts, and I made a song. Kerala, all the districts, I have a song. All the prime ministers of India, I have a song. Prime ministers of India. Your children can learn all the names of prime ministers. That song can be learned. It's a Hindi song. Make them to learn. That Jain school student came to my camp. He failed in economics. So the school he is going to fail in 12th class. Parents were worried from Doha. They had sent me for the camp. He said, come, 3 days. Soon after that he went and wrote his exam. He passed. Teachers got wondered. Immediately they called, come for the annual day. That's how I came here, for the annual day. One student was my sample. Only one student. Parents were in Doha. Came to my class. Passed. So when he came, not economics alone. Immediately came Manmohan Singh was an economist. Then I asked, do you know the Prime Minister's name? No. I said, I am going to write. You are going to tune the. He was a good singer. So he tuned it and he sang. Last farewell day, he finished that singing and going. So that's there in the Gnanam camp. My camp is called Gnanam. Gnanam camp, Prime Ministers of India, DrTPS, if you type, you will see. And Jain's school, when I came also, I asked him to sing in the audience, in the annual day. So it just comes. You can also make songs. Write, ask children to make it. It will become easy. Creativity is what is required.